Hi everyone, it's Bridget from the Mission Team here. Welcome back to Mindfulness Monday. Today I thought I'd share with you some of the tips that have been shared with me about wellness. Taking time really just to reflect on how we're all going. I know that people have been a bit flash, especially here in Melbourne over the last few weeks. Our neighbours nearby and regional Victoria have been able to get out a bit more than us, but hopefully we can join them soon. At least the numbers have been heading in the right direction. At least they are while I'm filming this for you. So one of the tools I wanted to share with you today is called the battery. And I want you to think about what 5 things we need to have a full battery of life within ourselves. So take a moment now to get a pen and paper because you might want to jot down a few things during the Mindfulness Monday today. So I'll just let you get that organised. Alrighty. So to start off with, I'd like you to reflect over your sleep. So if you spend some time just thinking about, how did you sleep last night? Did you have a good night's sleep? In the last 24 hours, have you managed to get 7 or 8 hours of solid sleep? Or are you one of these people that are waking through the night, tossing and turning with a busy brain and finding it really hard to get back to sleep? Sleep's one of the most important things we can give to ourselves to replenish our bodies and to allow us to have the energy to face each day. So if you're not getting good sleep, take some time to think about what are the triggers that can enhance your sleep. Or what have you been doing in life when you have had a really good sleep? Maybe you can implement, not having caffeine just before you go to bed, or having a shower or a bath or something that you find relaxing before you head off to sleep. Try and head off to sleep at a regular time is another good tip that I've been given. So sleep's number 1. Number 2 is nutritious things to eat. We all know good fresh fruit and veggies and a bit of protein's the way to go. But when the stress hits, I'm very guilty of leaning towards, those instant carbs and sweets and sugary things to give me that instant hit. Then the internal talk starts of why did I do that? And that negative self-talk. So think about how you can fuel your body with nutrition and how good that makes you feel. And when you do break out, as I would say, and go off track, not to beat yourself up for that, to be kind to yourself and show a bit of compassion. The next thing is rest. Now, rest is different from sleep. Rest is really creating some space to switch off for yourself. A bit of time, a bit of downtime, whether it's watching Netflix or going for a walk or putting on some music, whatever it is for you, but it's creating that space of rest for yourself. All right, the next one I wanted to share with you is about physical activity, one that I struggle with. But the importance of stretching, getting out, going for a walk or a run each day really does make a difference to your mood. I'm one who loves being in the pool, so I've really missed being able to get into the water at the moment. So it's making do with what you can do in this time and committing to it regularly. Another area I wanted to share with you is about meaningful connection. The importance of having meaningful connection, even if you can't see people physically at the moment, the importance of phone calls to reach out to your children, to your partner, to making time to really have meaningful connection with people. So taking into consideration all those areas, I want you to take a moment sometime today just to think about how your energy levels are. Think about how they've been over the last couple of months. So many of us haven't taken holidays because we don't really want to waste the holidays sitting at home. but we may be getting tired and just need the odd day off to recharge. So maybe that's something to consider. Think about what you can do to yourself, for yourself, just to make life that bit brighter. There's so many different areas of self too. When I say nurture yourself, people may say, well, what does that look like? It may be good to think of the different areas of self. So think of your spiritual self. How are you with your faith or your beliefs? Or how connected do you feel to your soul, or what brings deeper meaning to you? What about your physical health? If you're thinking of yourself as a car, is it running on all cylinders at the moment? Or is it feeling a bit smashed up and a bit low in petrol and energy? Well, what about your intellectual health? This is one we don't often think of, but actively learning, growing, listening to some podcasts or reading a book, doing something to stimulate yourself can really make a difference. Another area to reflect on is, what's your relationship with yourself? So many of us are very good at creating relationships with others and investing in those relationships. But how often do you spend time giving to yourself? How hard are you on yourself? Do you make time to nurture yourself and take care of yourself? Or you are one who puts yourself last and a bit critical with a bit of negative inside talk going on? I say it's a time for kindness, of empathy. And maybe at the moment when we do have a bit more spare time than what we normally have, hopefully we've got time to set aside a bit of space to connect with ourselves. Another important area is your emotional health. Are you giving yourself real permission to feel what's really going on for you at the minute? Are you sharing how you're feeling? What's your tolerance levels like? Do you feel like you're getting annoyed and a bit more impatient? Or are you feeling like, no, I've got my stuff together at the minute and I'm doing okay? So I've thrown lots of questions at you in the last few minutes. I really think it would be good if you took some time now to really just stop and check in with all of these areas. Maybe jot down a couple of things that have spoken to you in this time. And I'd like to give you a challenge of what would your life look like if you really just honed in and focused on one of the areas that you think needs a bit of focus on. So, and if you really focused on that area and really gave it 110% of your attention, what would it look like? How great would it make you feel? What sense of accomplishment would you have? So there you go. That's a bit of insight from me for today, for you just to take that time to spend with yourself, picking up one area of your life that you'd like to work on, and committing yourself just for today even, just to make a difference for yourself. You're all giving so much to your work at VMCH. I just wanted to thank you for that, and may you find the energy to keep going and keep giving. Recharge your own batteries so we can keep helping those in our care. Have a great week and take care, everyone. Bye for now.